What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Boost Boswell. It's been a long time. And I wanted to touch base because I think it is so very important. I'm gonna give it a minute to see if some people pop in. Um, but even if you don't, I'm going to leave you with some thoughts. Um, One thing I pinned a comment for anybody to come up if they want during the live. But ultimately, I think it's time that Black America, there we go, have a real conversation because I'm very disturbed by what is going on. I'm very disturbed by, number one, not just sitting back and listening to other people because I think that's very dangerous. I think as adults and just people with intellect and responsibility, you should always do your own homework so you can understand what's going on out here and know for yourself. Don't never take anybody's word. But I want to talk specifically to Black America. I want to really understand where we are emotionally, intellectually, and what's your mental health with what's going on in the country. I want to walk through my research and my assessment because I'm having a hard time to believe or understand the mentality of Black Americans uh, with this we're resting mentality. First and foremost, I want to say what is going on is not a joke in this country. It is very, very serious, and not enough of us are taking it as serious as it really is. Mainstream media, it is a wash. It is not reliable. It is not reporting um, all the current things that are going on that is in opposition of this current administration. And here we have a divide in this nation where Black people are saying they're on break. Hispanics are, and other minorities, Black and brown people are very fearful of getting deported or their family members getting deported. And then you have Black America respond with, it's not our fight or it's not our lesson to learn. Now, I understand the frustration and the feelings, but what is going on in this country is so much bigger than that. And we have to get in front of it. And this is why we need to get in front of it. First and foremost, for those of you that have not taken the time to at least read some of Project 2025 at this point, shame on you. You have a responsibility to do your work now to understand what's going on. And a lot of what's going on has already been written. And you need to go read it for yourself. You also need to look up Curtis Yarvin, last name spelled Yarvin. Look him up on Wikipedia. Everything that's happening within this administration is taken off of all the material he has published in the last 10 years. Look up shock and awe. Shock. SHOCKANDAWE. Shock and awe is a military tactic that the government has used on other countries when they're under attack and they're trying to take over or get the results that they want from these other countries. They'll use this. The US have used the shock and awe tactic, and so has Hitler and other people. The shock and awe tactic is designed to throw so much at you that it's overwhelming and you're not able to respond. So you freeze. You're overwhelmed. You don't know. It's so much you don't know what to do. So you do nothing. The shock of all these executive orders is to paralyze you. And then as you're paralyzed, they're doing all the work to really disarm and dismantle every aspect of our lives and put it back together in a way to where the people are brainwashed and they're buying into the changes. That's where the awe comes in. Look up shock and awe tactic for yourself. That's what the United States is currently in. I did not understand for weeks upon weeks why nobody was doing anything until I learned about shock and awe. Shock and awe is a very real tactic. And I want African Americans specifically to be very clear about what's going on here. Several years back, I had the privilege of sitting in the same room with Senator John Lewis, God rest his soul, when Trump was lobbying for his first presidency. And during that meeting, when John Lewis was trying to awaken and educate the Black community in regards to what Trump's first term, what they were trying to do, he said out of his mouth that if this man gets into office, they will try to take us back more than 50 years. People like John Lewis, God rest his soul, are gone. They are gone. The people of the civil rights movement that did this work are gone. We have enjoyed the benefits of their blood, sweat, and tears and hard work. And now that we are here and we are faced with all these laws and regulations that they're trying to change in this country, we want to look for comfortable ways to address this, make calls, sign petitions. We are way past that at this point. We are way past that. There is a reason why they are getting these other minorities out of here at an alarming rate. They're not getting these minorities out of here because they are violent and they are a detriment to our society. The truth of the matter is those minorities added to our society and brought billions of tax-paying revenue to this country. It is so much bigger than the mentality that I'm hearing and constantly seeing within the Black community of we're on break or we're resting or this is not our fight. This is very much our fight. And a level of misinformation or no comprehension, whatever that is, I'm here to set the record straight. It is not about different races anymore. We are beyond that. We need those people. We need them more than we ever have. And when they go, we are going to be in greater trouble and in dire straits than we are now. They are moving those people out so they can reduce numbers, so they can get people out, because when they are on track, as they are on track to take this country over, the less people that they have to deal with, the more powerful they are. They are getting rid of people that are not from this country, because the war is going to be on American ground. And who will be left? Us and them. The other races will be gone. Our numbers will be weak, and once we realize what is really going on, it will be too late. We will have waited too long. They are getting rid of these people for a reason. And we are sitting idly by talking about this is not our fight. When they remove these people out of the way, who are left? African Americans. They are collapsing all of these systems to where the sick, the elderly will die off quick. And you will either be forced in a fight, or you will be submissive to the new way of life. This country will turn back to all leadership is the Caucasian male. Your degrees won't matter. Why do you think they are collapsing all the government jobs? When you look up Curtis Yarvin, there is a phrase, a synonym they use: rage. Rage stands for retire all government employees. They are eliminating positions right now in all these government offices, because when you have less people, then you have more power. The people that they are eliminating would be loyal to the Constitution and not Trump. Everybody that is being confirmed right now in these high key positions in the government, if you ask every last one of them right now, if the 2020 election was stolen from Trump, every last one of them will say yes. They are getting rid of all these jobs and replacing them with cult Trump worshipers. So when this war happens on U.S. soil, all the people that would have been loyal to the Constitution and not take orders from Trump because it would go against what the Constitution says will be gone. This is so much bigger than the Black community is reacting to. We are so focused on Hispanics and white women that need to learn a lesson. You don't realize it's too far gone. None of that matters. We cannot even rely on the current government right now. America should be shut down right now. If you don't believe me, you will find out. This is real. They are reducing the numbers for a reason. When they get all these other races out of here, only Americans will be left here. Nobody's coming in this country when this war on our soil will happen. Other countries aren't coming over here to help fight with African Americans. We are on our own. We should be rising up now while we still have people here that will fight with us whether we like them or not. They need us, we need them. And we are so arrogant and ignorant to the realities of what's going on, it will be too late. And it's so unimaginable that a lot of you can't receive this message right now because you don't believe this can happen. But it is happening as we speak. They are getting rid of those Hispanics in record numbers, putting them over there in Guantanamo Bay and shipping them wherever else so they can reduce the numbers here. Other countries, once they get their people out, other than the European immigrants, because they want them here, nothing will be left but you and I, African Americans. They they will get rid of those programs. Old people will die. The mentally ill will be forced out on the street until they die. And you will be forced into working, or you too will die. That is our option. The only option we have now is to basically be like the January 6 people and overthrow the government. And I know that sounds crazy. Trump and his administration is not going to follow the Constitution. They are going to push ahead no matter what happens. And it will take, it's not our senators and our House representatives, it's so far beyond them. It's going to take the people. Why we still have people here with us to shut this motherfucker down. But you have African Americans worrying about if they can get a fucking Beyonce or Nelly ticket. And you don't realize the life as you know it is over anyway. It's a matter of what will the outcome be? Will we rise up and fight, or will we sit here and wait for them to come and get us and snuff us out? Good evening, Gail. Gail says, I pray that people understand that you are not being an alarm. I'm not being an alarmist. I am warning you. Listen, if you don't hear me, it is on you. I have done my part. Be quiet. Put the puzzle together. It's not hard to figure out. Amen. Hear me and hear me well. When I tell you absolutely nobody is coming to save us or correct this. The only ones that can correct this are those that are here now. And the more that you see these people getting shipped out, the weaker we become. Getting rid of Social Security, getting rid of Medicaid, getting rid of every aspect of the government. What do you think will happen to those people? I saw an article recently, actually a documentary. South Korea was able to run out their dictator, right? But there's a part of South Korea that they don't televise or talk about. The greatest number of homelessness in South Korea are the elderly people. The elderly people in a mass number is homeless, living on the streets there because of no programs. They want to get rid of Social Security and that USID, all that aid, because they don't want anybody that cannot work. They are trying to design it to where you work until your death. And they have no use for sick or old people. And the reality is, y'all ain't gonna hear me until it's too late. The reality is, a lot of y'all are afraid. For the last several years on all these platforms, all I saw in the comment sections was, we are not our ancestors. We are not our ancestors. Be quiet. You are right. You are not our ancestors, because our ancestors fought and rose up no matter what the case. Everybody is looking for a comfortable solution. Nobody wants to sacrifice or get in a state that is going to impact them negatively. It's going to happen anyway. There are no other choices at this state. You will either voluntarily rise, or you will be snuffed out to rise. And if they snuff you out to rise, you have already lost. The system. Start read Curtis Yarvin's Wikipedia. Start reading the excerpts in Project 2025. Google Time magazine's video that says how tyranny happens. The media is already censored. It's a lot that is going on in this country that we don't even see, because the billionaires have bought these networks and they are controlling, just like over in Russia, what we see on a lot of these platforms. The Guardian, MSNBC News, Time Magazine, Don Lemons. You can still get the truth from those people. I think Aaron Pernis. It's not enough of them, though. And we are sitting here complacent and going along our day as if this shit isn't happening. A lot of you will lose your jobs. A lot of you that are getting some form of assistance, it will be gone. A lot of you will end up in the street or dead if you don't do something. If we don't come together and do something, it is over anyway. The America that we knew before the second term is over anyway. We have to decide, are we going to do something or are we going to take it? Those are our two options. Good evening, Awareness. Awareness says they are rolling out their intention via reports and actions. Read and connect the dots. Media is not allowed to disclose much of what is happening. We must research and network, share the knowledge. Absolutely. And I want Black people to hear me and hear me well. Be done with that we resting shit. You are sitting and doing exactly what they want you to do. Be done with that. It's for the Hispanics to learn a lesson. We need them Hispanics. You should be fearful that they shipping them out in the numbers that they shipping them out. Did they screw us at the polls? Yes. But it's so far beyond that now. Who gives a fuck? We need these people to fight with us. They are going to take your lively. They want to collapse the universities. The only Black university in Indiana, the state of Indiana, the governor there just defunded it, since they get no money now. They want to collapse all these universities and take us back to manual labor. back to when to where your skin color truly do matter. And we sitting here making videos saying we're resting and it's not our lesson to learn. How fucking unaware can a person be? I am speaking out because I love my people and I want us to survive and I don't want us to lose. But if we do not rise, we have lost. Rise while we still have people. Rise while we still have people in government positions that will honor the Constitution and not be loyal to Trump. Why you think they dropping all those positions, eliminate them so quickly? Because they know they only got so much time to get it done before the fucking people wake up. And if we don't wake up now, it will have been won. And a life that you know will be done. America, as we know, is done anyway. It's going to take many, many years after this, however this thing play out, to get it back here. If it ever will get back here, our only chance to keep some of this is to rise up now. It's unbelievable how people are sitting and doing nothing. You have to start getting involved. It's beyond your state and federal representatives. The only thing that will save us now is to partner with everybody that's willing to partner with us. That's Hispanics, that's Africans, that's white and black, white women and white men that don't want this fascist government to overtake this country. We have to partner. You are a fool if you don't partner. A lot of people, it's hard to believe what is happening, but it is happening. And I know it's not enough of us wake because we still running around here trying to sell wigs and makeup. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about your wig and makeup when you in them bathrooms scrubbing the floors and cleaning toilets. And don't say, "Oh, I would never," because when they control your money, they control your life. And when they control the food, they control your existence. So don't say what you won't do. I'm telling you what you should do is be getting involved now. America should be shut down now. This motherfucker should be shut down now. But everybody's sitting back waiting to see what the next person gonna do. I had the I heard it out of John Lewis's mouth. They trying to take us back more than 50 years, and here we are. It is here. And I don't understand and know why Black people don't see what's going on enough to understand that it's beyond Hispanics and white women and DEI and all that shit now. Now we're entering the point that it's a survival for your life. The state and local representatives can't fix this. It's the people. It's all of us. It's more of us than it is of them. We got to rise up. Nobody's coming. That's why they're getting all these other countries, people out of here that they don't want here. Because it's going to be a civil war on American soil with Americans. All these foreigners are going for a reason, because it's you and I that's going to be left. And either you're going to fight or you're going to be a modern day slave controlled by the system. They are trying to collapse this entire government to the point there won't be a Republican or a Democrat. There'll be the wealthy and the slaves. And if you want to eat, you're going to do all that work that them Hispanics have done. Or you'll be in the books as one that went down fighting. I'd rather fight with as many people than it ain't enough of us. If it was enough of us, we would have won. We need those people. So quit fucking around and talking shit to the Hispanics. They fucked up. They know they fucked up. That could be dealt with later at some other time in life. But right now, we need every last one of them to fight with us. And we need white women that aren't for this and white men that aren't for this fascism. We need them too. It's going to take all of us. So get off your fucking asses or fuck around and find out.